Hi, my name is Randa Burkeen, and I'm currently attending New Mexico State University and pursuing a degree in social work. Now, why I chose the field of social work is because I've worked in a school for the past 6 years, and a lot of the students would come in and open up to me about things they were going through. And I wasn't only the outsider saying, this is something you need to do this and this and this. I was able to put myself in the situation considering I've been through many of these scenarios and say, I did this worked for me, but if it doesn't work for you, let's figure out something else together. So that's kind of why I've chose to go down the social work path, and I'm very excited to get started on my career. Now, the topic I chose today is something I feel very passionate about, maybe being a wife and a mother of 4, but it's something that I'm very strongly for. The topic is technology is ruining today's family. Now, before I dive right in, let me ask you a question. As you're sitting here, where is your cell phone? Is it sitting next to you? Is it in your lap? Do you have it in your hand? Are you scrolling through it as you're listening? And I ask you this, and I'm also asking you, where are the televisions, the iPads, everything, and the people located in your house? Is your child sitting in front of one? Is your spouse sitting in front of one using it? And this is because, according to the Nielsen's Total Audience Report, adults 18 years and older are on technology, some type of technology device, 11 hours per day. This includes television, radio, iPads, cell phones. This sounds like a lot, but let's take into consideration we have teens that are on some sort of electronic device for 9 hours per day and tweens up to 6 hours per day. Yes, a lot. But considering that Americans are up about 16 to 18 hours per day, then you have the teens and tweens that are in school 7 hours per day, and they're on these electronic devices when they're out of school. Plugging in the numbers, this gives you approximately 30 minutes to 1 hour a day of possible family time that we're not even taking advantage of. One more thing I need to ask you. How many times a day do you feel you pick up your cell phone just to check it? Just to check. Text messages, social media, maybe you're doing emails or texting. I ask you this, you have your number? Now, if you could double that number for me. There was a recent study where they asked 23 young adults the same question. How many times a day do you feel you pick up your cell phone just to check it? They had their number. There was a 2-week little study. They put an app on their phone and they said, okay, go about your normal routine. At the end of 2 weeks, the average number of times the phone was picked up and checked was 85 times per day, which is just unbelievable. So we have, out of those 85 times, 55% of those were just short bursts, about 30-second bursts, and they call it habitual checking. Just when out of boredom, you pick up your phone and you're checking it. And I'm bringing in these facts because these are all times that instead of checking your phone, checking the television, checking things, this is family time that we are taking away from our kids, things that we could be doing together. But we also ask ourselves, why are we creating this new generation where these kids need constant stimulation? They don't know how to have a conversation, look someone in the eye, speak. It's because of these electronic devices. Out of boredom, they pick up their phone. If someone is carrying on a conversation with them, they pick up their phone because instead of just keeping the conversation going, thinking of something else that they would like to speak to them about, they just find something else to sidetrack them. So I have many more things to speak about, but this is just a few of the topics that I wanted to focus on. So thank you.